It depends on like which way like the light is. It's the same speed, and then like you sat down, I'm like, no, it's way off. Yeah.
Dude, you speak the. If anybody, I should not have one. Is there a way to do the decibels with these things? Because like with your voice, you have no inflection when you talk. When I speak with a lot of inflection. I keep it a little bit further.
Is that what you thought, inflection?
A little bit further away.
Down here?
I go high to low. I can even singing. I can sing really high. I can sing really low.
We should record this. Let's record.
It's recording.
Okay, perfect.
So
Hey guys, welcome in.
Welcome. Yes.
hey,
Hey,
Trent.
Hey Trevor, how you doing?
Oh,
Hey,
Gabriel,
Gabe.
pleasure. Hey,
Gabriel.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Yes.
If you guys don't know Gabe, he was on a few months ago.
Yeah. It's great to be back always, guys.
Yep.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, part of the Empire team and also a real estate agent with LPT Realtor.
Yeah, LPT. Yeah, I'm working on. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Tell us.
Yeah. I'm actually working on getting my broker license now. So I've been just stressing myself out. I'm not a good test taker, so I just kind of study like way overboard. But this time I haven't really studied. I just kind of don't do anything. I just really just try to keep I don't really pick up any other clients or whatever, and I just really just kind of keep my mind clear, and then I study a couple hours here, study a couple hours there, and so yesterday, because I took the test, I told you I went to Palm Bay, and I took it with Jose. Yeah. So we did it as a little study session. Got a 90. We out here, baby.
Yeah.
We out here.
So this is the practice test up to the test.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
But it's more difficult than the actual test is.
Which is great because I got a 90, and
So you get a 95 on the real thing.
yeah. Boom.
They won't tell you though.
But it's the one that affects you more because they're waiting for me at Maverick, right? So become broker, which is amazing.
Okay, what's Maverick?
Oh, Maverick, yes. Maverick is a new real estate company that we're starting a part of Empire. So it's pretty amazing. So I have a great opportunity to be the broker there. So I've kind of put everything on pause for a month and getting my broker license. So I'm meeting with John tomorrow to kind of go over all that stuff, see what the particulars are. I don't really know. I should do more research on this, eh?
So you're going to be the designated broker.
Yeah, the designated broker. Yeah. So since Maverick Gabe.
Ooh.
Or Gabs, my new nickname,
Gabs.
Gabs. As long as your last name is in there, I could go by Gabs. That's a test question, guys. That's a test question.
Go by Gabs.
Go by Gabs Flete, and we're not in violation. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
The DPPR is good to go.
And the brokerage is going to be at the new facility, the new Empire facility?
New Empire facility, yes. I'm coming with a lot of new ideas. I'm hoping, to really add value. Yeah, recruiting is going to be a huge part. We're trying to hit 50 within the first 90 days. My goal is 150, I think. I'm talking to Jose to see if I can bring him on to help bring Miami because John wants to go down in Miami. And I'm like, bro, you can't get in Miami unless you know somebody, So I know somebody,
Jose, he's all of Miami.
Yeah, exactly. That is the goal.
That's how connected Jose.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm connected, bro. I'm connected.
The web of
Yeah, exactly.
We keep bringing up Jose, and you guys don't know who Jose is. Now, we went on a UWM trip recently, and as lenders, we can bring a certain amount of realtors with us, right? Up to three. And so we bring realtors to wine and dine them and show them what the benefits of a brokerage and what UWM does, which is they're the largest wholesaling lender in the world or in the United States,
I would at least say the United States.
At least
the world.
The world, yes. The world is not enough.
Well, are
solar system?
they the leading lender, in general, or just?
I didn't see their volume. What's their volume? Any idea?
I don't know. Here's the post on the wall. Maybe they don't have that up yet.
I remember Empire. I think I told you. We're going. I think 9 times or 6 times faster than they are, which is pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. So I'm for me to be like the real estate agent on the sister side of a hopefully we're a $1 billion company. It would be.
Yep.
Amazing. Exactly. So I wanted to be as close as possible. Proximity is key sometimes. So I'm doing that.
Well, let's take a quick step back too and explain what a wholesale lender is too. So
That's good because
as brokers,
Flete knows.
Yeah, well,
it means a free trip to Detroit, guys. So if you're a realtor and would love to connect with us, we do it every other month or whenever you want to come.
Okay,
not
but what is
specified? But if you have 5 to 10 million in volume a year, hit us up. No.
Not specified.
Not specified.
Not specified. Preferably 10 million.
10 to 12. Anyway. So wholesale lenders, they have a wholesale rate sheet, kind of like going to Costco. They get the base price of the goods, and then they say, hey, we rely on brokers to do business with. So unlike your big banks and retail lenders that say, this is my only option for the rates that I have, they rely on brokers to bring them deals to help them originate the loans.
Mm-hmm.
So they do a lot of great things with technology to make the process smoother, from everything from quickly getting out disclosures, faster close times, to cheaper, yeah, saving people what I think it's on average $9,000 by working with a broker.
Yeah, one thing I really like that they do is and I always forget, and that's why I like going because you pick up little things, right? I'm like, man, I'm here again. You know, I'm like, where's the basketball court? They have this humongous basketball court. It's like, what's the square footage of this place? Like 90,000? No, it's more than that. It's like
more than that. Yeah.
No, yeah. I forget. No, the whole facility. It's
oh man,
all 4 buildings or whatever.
Yeah. It's
one
like
of them,
a couple warehouses. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So that's where I hang out with the basketball court.
The owner owns the Phoenix Suns, so they have to have a basketball.
Oh, and they have Apple stations and banana stations. It says one per cart. So, but there's like 8 carts in the facility. So
you get a free piece of fruit.
Free piece of fruit. So I get my steps in, go from one building to the next. I just re-upped my fruit game. Got another apple.
Yeah.
It's the longest. They have the longest walkway. Is it the
longest land bridge?
Land bridge. That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in the Northeast. That's what it is. The Northeast.
I think in the United States, right? Or is it?
That's Northeast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. And this is in Pontiac, Michigan. You know, so it's right outside of Detroit, kind of smaller town, but it's actually a lot of fun to go. Just to even the camaraderie stuff.
I was. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say the thing that that one guy that was educating the realtors on, he's like, hey, how many of you use a broker for insurance?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people use brokers for insurance, because if you call State Farm, you're going to get a certain price and that's it. But if you call a broker, you're going to get prices all across the board. Plus you might get a better price from State Farm because this broker.
So that's the tidbit you picked up?
Well,
that's a good one.
The thing is, so many people want to use brokers for insurance because they understand that. But why wouldn't they use brokers for the biggest purchase of their life to save the most amount of money, or to shop around, or to see who has the best program? Because right now, a lot of retail lenders aren't offering any sort of down payment assistance or anything like that. And we have a lot of options like that.
Yeah. They're all sitting on their hands saying, like, don't worry, guys. Hometown Heroes will be out July 1st.
It is. It's advertising for the last 2 months. Have you seen the advertising for the Hometown Heroes?
I'm about to.
I'm like, we got it already.
I've been meaning to throw one up, but yes, that's why I'm glad to ride your coattails on this podcast.
Yeah. But you already have almost better. You have better assistance programs right now.
Yeah.
Right.
And yet we still advertise the Hometown Heroes because everybody actually knows about it.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
It's a hot ticket here in Florida.
Yeah.
Hometown Heroes, if you don't know, it's where if you work full time in the state of Florida and you're a first time home buyer, that means anyone who hasn't owned property in the last 3 years, been on title, you can qualify as first time home buyer, and you can get up to $35,000 in down.
Did you say $35,000?
$35,000. Or 5%, whichever is less.
I actually helped. Did you help anybody last year with this or no?
I got close.
You got close?
To a different program.
I did one last year. And they paid like $1,000 out of pocket, bro. It was crazy. That was
incredible.
That was the coolest one. I'm like, holy crap, that was pretty dope, Yeah. So it just makes it easier to sell, right? Because everybody knows about it.
Yeah, but we had a recent sale with down payment assistance and negotiating and everything, or did he use a down payment assistant, or was it just negotiating?
I feel like they ended up backing out.
You're thinking about the one that originally, when we were going to help this client, he was doing down payment assistance. It was an incredible deal, though. He was going to do down payment assistance plus the full seller concession, and he was getting his deposit back at closing.
Yeah,
and he backed out. Some people like just a good deal. They hate a good deal,
Yeah, he had health issues, and
okay.
He had a heart attack, and he did have to have stints put in. But I think,
this is that one.
Yeah, but I think part of it was a panic attack. I think it just was a little over. it was just too much for him.
It's so crazy. I helped the client last month too. He gets like something in his ulcers, and he said it was flaring up. He was stressing out. I'm like, that's crazy. That's literally all in your head. I couldn't believe it. Like, I try to have empathy and sympathy for my clients, but I'm like, some things is like, I'm like, really?
I don't get ulcers. But
that one, I'm like, bro, get some sleep. Get a good night's sleep. Drink some tea. I don't know, honey.
Coat the stomach.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should have talked to you. He just came back from India. He knows all those remedies.
All the natural remedies. Yeah.
Do they work better?
Yeah, they do. Because you are aligned with nature. Like, you're like, hey, like, this natural remedy will help me, and then you believe in it a little bit more than just shoving pills on you.
So back to the UWM trip. What I love about that is we were able to. Did you ever follow up with that one particular guy? We have two people to follow up with.
We had the conversation yesterday.
Oh, nice, perfect.
Should be getting.
We rolling?
Should be getting.
Oh shoot! Look at that. It's 2 loans right there.
He's gonna finalize next week.
Who brought the guy? Who brought the guy? Huh? Who brought the guy?
Well, you brought the guy.
Damn right, I brought the guy. Exactly. So production at UWM. Gabe check.
I think the key.
Gabe sells himself wherever he goes.
I mean, that's the whole point, right? Like, we're spending I was thinking what I really liked about this particular trip. It was only 1 day, and unfortunately I slightly overslept on the flight or the flight there. So, but I was able to catch one in the afternoon, which was super convenient. And but so I spent my whole regular day here. I left at 7, and so I didn't really miss a business day. And then I was there for a regular business day, and then we were back midday. So I really only missed 1 day, and it was that wasn't bad at all. Normally it's the 2-day ones that that's a whole week.
Right.
Yeah, it throws your whole week off. Yeah, your whole week's gone.
Mm-hmm. You only missed probably the most incredible Thai food everybody's had. It was
pretty good. It was
That's funny, bro.
All the best Thai food is a hole in one. Like, you look here, you're like, should I be going here?
I'd be down to do another one of those. You're gonna do another one of those again?
I'd probably put one together. Maybe August at that point.
Yeah.
I'm going again second week of June.
Okay.
With some other members of the team. We're all being agents again. So that's going to be fun. And I'll probably need a travel reprieve.
Oh, yeah.
India, UWM, Atlantic City.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to, are you going to Atlantic City?
No.
You got a place to stay already, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it. Oh, already. Actually, my homie lives out there in New Jersey.
Okay. Why don't you guys tell everybody what's in Atlantic City?
Oh, Atlantic City. Sorry, guys. I'm not used to this podcast stuff. So we're going to, it is a lending conference, right?
Yeah, it's for brokers. A lot of it is based on different lenders presenting. So there's going to be some good nuggets there. You're going to meet with some investors as well, potentially.
I love these. These are my what I do, just because it's I do a lot of things, and a lot of things unfortunately need money. Yeah. So everything needs money. So it's a great way to meet other people with money, people who are also invested, and it costs almost $800 to get in. So which I it's a love-hate, but that someone is going there, they're investing their time, they're investing their hard money. They're trying there to find you. That's how it's there. They're looking for me. So I'm looking for you. You're looking for me. You know?
Was I mix up the letters. It was probably NLP or NPLA.
I don't know.
One of the two. But anyway, it's a big conference for brokers. So a lot of lenders are going to be there, telling us their spice, as I like to call it. Hey, why should we use you? So what I love about this is I'm going to find a new product, a new way that maybe somebody else in the industry isn't really utilizing.
Yeah. We need a 10% down, fix and flip.
We do need
that. Now I know. It's funny, when I first started lending, I didn't know what we needed, I'm like, oh, what's the point of going to these? They're all offer the same thing, but no, they don't.
They don't.
Because there's one client,
Well, let's go back to that down payment assistance. Do you have to pay back that Hometown Heroes?
You do.
Yeah. What are the parameters? Can you break that down again? What's the credit score? What?
Sure.
Hometown Heroes, guys.
So I think you're starting at the 640 or 660 range for it. You get up to 5% or up to $35,000, whichever is less. But it can go towards your closing costs, can go towards your down payment. It's what's called a deferred lien. And what that means is it goes to the end. So basically, the easiest way to describe it is your rich uncle is like, hey, I want to help you buy a house. I'm going to give you up to 5%. Now, if you refinance and you're going to get a better deal, get a better rate, I need you to get my money back. If you sell this house, you no longer own it, I'm going to need you to get my money back. So that's how it kind of works. So there's no payments on it. It doesn't accrue interest. It just kind of hangs out to the end.
Oh wow, that's nice. That's pretty cool.
I will tell you though, sometimes
and you get a better rate, I think too, right? Don't you get better rates?
You get a decent rate, yeah. Like it's pretty good for compared to like down payment assistance. I mean, free money can be kind of expensive.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So there is a benefit.
Yeah, it's a better rate, I would say, than your ones that have to be that are forgivable. That are basically those are the ones if you make all 10 years worth of payments, they go away. But the rates are awful.
Yeah, exactly. Forever.
Yeah. Until you refinance.
Exactly.
You still have to pay that back. But it's a pretty good rate. It's got good terms in it. Another thing is, too, this great wholesale lender we've been talking about, UWM, has the product. So we can take and close fast with UWM.
Oh, with Hometown Heroes?
With Hometown Heroes.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. How many clients do you have lined up, Trent?
I got at least one that's...
There you go. We got one on the board. Yeah. Trevor?
Well, I do have quite a few that are...
You've talked to them? You've talked to them already about Hometown Heroes, Trevor?
Dude, all I work with is lower...
Have you talked to them about them?
Dude, why would I talk about Hometown Heroes when that's...
So that's a no. Okay, perfect. I'm going to need you to talk to them. We got this great program coming out in July, you said, right?
This is
UWM can help them.
This is where Gabrielle doesn't know what's going on, because we just talked about all the great programs that are already available currently right now, and he's waiting till July for his clients to move. I don't understand why you'd want more potential competition in the market when you could potentially buy now with a better program. That was the point of that. It was like, hey, yeah, we could advertise that this is available in July, but why would we want people to potentially wait?
No, it's not about waiting.
Cost them?
It's not about waiting. It's just getting the buzz out, right? If they want to apply earlier,
I understand that, but do you find?
Of course,
do you find that there's any delay in that? So, like, if everybody's advertising, hey, July 1st is Hometown Heroes, but I'm advertising, hey, we have a down payment assistance program right now. Don't wait till July 1st. It's better than that. Why would you wait till July 1st?
Well, funny you say that. I'm working on my broker's exam right now, so I've been pushing. So I have been just pushing everything out. So yeah, it's works perfect for me. So I want the business now, but I don't want to be full blown.
So is this about your business or is it about what's best for your clients?
That's a good point. It's for make sure I'm taking the best care of my clients that I have my free time. So yeah, so it's a little bit of both. I want to make sure I'm taking care of my clients 100%. So
okay. The point is it's not always the best time to buy for somebody. We went over this last week is whenever they're ready to buy.
Oh yeah, of course.
These programs are available all the time if you're working with a broker. If you're working with a retail lender, if you're working with Wells Fargo, if you're working with U.S. Bank or whatever, you're only gonna have available what they're offering at that time, and many of them aren't offering that right now. So you're gonna go to a retail lender, you're gonna try to get pre-qualified or whatever, and then they're not going to have the programs available to you. So what are they going to do? They're going to probably refer out to a broker that does have a program or tell you to wait till July. Mm-hmm. And the fact is, they want you to wait till July because they want to earn your business.
I just referred to you.
That isn't necessarily the best time for them to buy. Right.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, because it's going to obviously open up the market. But I mean, we kind of need that. I mean, everything's sitting really we need a bust. We need
something to crack the...
Yeah. We needed something to drive people to market because everywhere is hurting right now,
Right, so, and that's why last week we were saying
consistency would be nice, right? But a spike would be great.
Yeah. Well, actually, it is kind of interesting because I don't know. I get these texts from some businesses every now and then.
My bad. I text Trevor kind of early.
This is the weekly housing absorption pulse.
So
in the Stellar MLS, active listings are 78,365. Now, that's a little bit deceiving because we're up in Georgia. We're over in Tampa. We're all over the state Stellar MLSs. But the sale pace of 14,792 closings per month. However, the previous month, out of all Stellar MLS, so Georgia, the parts of Georgia we're in, Tampa and stuff, we were at 4.9 months of inventory, months of supply. And now we're at 5.3, so a month difference. So we have
a big difference.
Lot more listings.
Yeah.
And so with the programs that are available currently right now to purchase, it just does seem like the people that should be buying are the FHA and VA because
you can get a hell of a deal.
Yeah, and you don't have to compete with other people on the market.
Mm-hmm.
You get the house you want. You just have to negotiate it with the sellers for the price and whatever, and then you can get the program you want. Mm-hmm. So right now, first time home buyers or people that haven't been in the market in a while can really take advantage of the market.
Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of people, right? It's just like people drag their feet already, right? So it's like I'm like, okay, then I could drag it with you then. Okay, cool. I'll follow up in 2 weeks, I'm like, perfect for me, So no, literally I have 4 meetings set up next week to talk about like buying, and it's gonna be like and they're interested in the hometown hero. So I'm like, perfect. I'm like, I mean, realistically, if I find them a house and next month, it's gonna close in July probably, right? Do you have to be under contract?
You have to lock the loan when it's available. So you can have the application going, but you really...
So it does matter.
It does matter.
It does because
you're kind of...
there's only a certain amount of money in that program.
Yeah, exactly.
So people are like, well, how long does the program last?
It's like 2 weeks, bro.
Until the money's gone.
Until the money's gone, which has been historically like 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. It feels like 2 weeks.
It feels like
it
does feel like we're starting to run out of money at that point. But I think other things go.
I think they just say
back.
that. They just always say
they might, and it might be things go back on the market. I'm not exactly sure how that works because it does feel like in a couple of weeks they're always like, money's almost out.
Right. Because it's half over. Everybody knows to get everything set up and, at the end of June so that, when July starts and it's available, you can click the start now button, right? So if you can avoid all that by using a different down payment assistance program and just relieve the stress and just be done.
And not compete with those other hometown heroes.
And still get a great rate and, maybe you're...
Well, I have one coming your way, Trent, next week, okay?
Cool.
Yeah. So it's a couple who are looking for...
Got Gabby thinking.
Yeah.
Gabby's always thinking.
Yeah.
Gabs. Sorry, Gabs.
That's my new nickname, guys. You're gonna keep calling me Gabby. That's gonna turn into my nickname. It's funny. That's my sisters call me that. It's in Spanish is Gabi, which is like it means Gabe. It's but and then people are like Gabby, like no, it's not Gabby, it's Gabi. It's different. It's like God.
I've been mispronouncing your first and last name since I've known you without any correction. So
that is funny. No, it's like whatever you want to roll with it. So I'm like, everyone's like, oh, do you go by Gabriel or Gabe? I'm like, Gabs. I go by Gabs. Gabs. And then I'm like, what the fuck?
You're like, did you go by Gabe or Gabriel? Peter.
Let's do some out. Like, man, this really get them thinking. That's hilarious. But yeah.
What was your biggest takeaway from the UWM trip?
The biggest takeaway, huh? That's a good one. I mean, for me, it's always just the networking, man. Like, I feel like I kind of, I don't pay attention that much to those things. I feel like it is. I mean, I like the way they changed it up this time, where in a sense where like you can actually mingle with people, wasn't like, and that made it go by like way quicker.
Yep.
But I feel like I've been there so many times. Like I wish I could tell you there was something that aha moment. I like actually that what you just told me. I feel like it's my biggest takeaway. Like that's actually really good. I'm probably gonna use it. So
which one? The insurance?
Yeah, the insurance broker. Yeah. I'm like I like that a lot actually. And I'm like, that came from that stuff we were at?
Statistically, he was saying something like 50% of people use brokers for insurance, and he's surprised that it's not more.
Right.
Because the savings is so much higher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. That's incorrect. I took notes and everything. Yeah. Exactly. So let me see what I wrote. I know I remember now. It's just UWN training here. Oh my God, I got mad takeaways, guys. Follow-ups, 30, 60, 180. I like that. I've actually already been implementing that. I just do stuff. I don't realize I'm doing it, bro. Sorry, guys. Barry Brown, I called him yesterday. I'm trying to get him to come over to be a mortgage broker with us. So I'm working on that.
Well, speaking of which, I got a call from Bruce last night, but they were out hanging out and stuff. He's like, hey, you want to come out? I was passed out, dude. I wasn't feeling the best.
I got Bruce?
Yeah.
You got
called Bruce.
Oh, jeez. That guy is hilarious. Okay, I got more, guys. Wait. 4 hours of lead generation. 10 call 10 financial advisors. For sale by, can we at least be friends? I like that one. Someone told me, I don't even know.
At least be friends.
Yeah. Then someone called, I guess. Was it you that said that? It was you that said that, actually.
Probably.
Yeah. It's all about like cold calling people, and the person gets mad, and you're like, well, can we at least be friends?
Yeah.
The thing is, like, a win on a cold call is changing somebody's mind. Actually, in any conversation, is getting somebody
good stuff,
on board.
though, huh, guys?
That is good stuff.
Yeah.
So here's
where are your notes, Trent?
What they
My
say?
notes?
Yeah.
I got It's a couple of notes, but like most of it's like up here. It's just basically.
You have a better memory than me.
So what they say with conferences is that you should take 3 things away that you're going to implement right away. That it's going to become part of your business right away, and then 3 things that you're going to implement within the next 6 months.
I like that.
And that goes with any conference. And so when I left there, I wrote 3 things down.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
So my big thing is I used to be a lot better with block scheduling, and I'm not as good.
Same thing.
I tend to block schedule and then I change.
Yeah, that one thing is annoying.
Gabe and I, we go through this all the time because we set appointments with each other, and then we cancel constantly because
it's not me. It's not me, bro.
No, it goes back and forth. But it goes back and forth. But like it's like we see our time with our clients more important when realistically we time block for that. We need to. Yeah. Our time is important, 100%. And so. I need to get better at time blocking. So that was a big thing for me. Another was, gosh, I'm drawing a blank now. I had it written down.
Well,
insurance.
Think about it. I just want to note too. Did you know we picked up a sponsor now for the podcast?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what
sponsor?
Yeah.
Who?
We're now sponsored by MortgageCon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sponsored by MortgageCon. So MortgageCon 2026 is coming up. The Magic of Mortgages. It's going to be hosted at Universal Studios. It's for brokers. It's not your usual, conference. It is an action-packed, exclusive.
I actually have some MortgageCon. We have something here from MortgageCon here.
2025.
Yeah.
That's last year's.
This is a little taste of what we do here. So
put it up on the other side. I can't see it on this side.
Oh, there it is.
That's the previous one.
Yeah, the cool thing is we do it every year. And it's themed, it's at Universal, so we have speakers come from all over the place.
It's not long monologues. These are impactful speakers that really drive home like some key points. And they talk for like maximum 30 minutes. And you're in a great themed environment. This is not your normal conference, guys. This is next level. It is not to be missed if you want to grow as a mortgage professional.
And I missed it last year, and I'm not growing. So this year, I'm definitely I am growing. It takes time, but I think more of those type of things would be beneficial for me for sure.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Like I went to Canada. I haven't talked to you guys, but I went to Canada a couple of weeks ago. I told you what's up. Mm-hmm. I was able to get I still haven't followed up with them, but just same thing. I'm just kind of waiting, until
you were right on the other side of the lake, dude.
What lake?
Lake Erie, right? Because you were in Toronto.
Yeah, exactly. So, what's crazy? It was hot over there. I brought a jacket and it was hot over there.
Yeah, and then we go to Detroit and it was miserable.
It was cold. I literally looked at my phone before I'm leaving. I'm like, let me check the weather. I'm like, it was one button I could have clicked and I could have checked. No, Detroit, the wet weather in Detroit. Yeah. I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I thought about it and I still didn't do it.
For them, it was probably a nice spring day. For us, it was worse than Florida winter.
Yeah, because it was raining. It was
raining.
Cold.
It was 56 as a high on the first day.
Yeah,
44 on the next day.
Yeah, it was.
And who didn't bring a sweatshirt or a jacket?
Nobody. Nobody.
I brought a jacket.
Oh, you brought a jacket?
Yeah, it's just that he didn't have a jacket.
Solidarity.
And I wasn't.
Solidarity.
Well, I wasn't going to make him look tougher than me.
That would be the reason. That is so you. Oh my god, I gotta tell Jose that. Jose's hilarious. He's like, bro, he's like, I love Trevor. He's like, we can't hang out too much, I understand.
The funny thing is, he's like, you talk a lot, and I was like, can you tell me one story about me? Because I can tell you every story about you. I know all about your Dubai trip. I know all about your toe. I know all about this. I know all about that. Who talks that much? I was like, what did I talk about? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'd say Trevor talks a lot of bullshit.
What's funny is I asked the girls in the back, I said, do I talk a lot? They're like, you keep the conversation going.
There you go.
I was like, oh, okay. Interesting. So
it was cool. No, so back to the networking, and that was one that almost, even I go to so many, right? But that one was one where I don't know what, I had a good flyer. I feel like I had a good flyer, and I had a line of people waiting to talk to me. There's 20 people there, right? And like this one guy, oh my god, I didn't tell you this. This one guy, like, because I was just kind of floating around. They're like super small, like little tables, you know, like you're like high top tables. But we have like a big area, so like there was one that wasn't open, and it wasn't really technically my time. We have time blocks, but they're like, hey, we can use your help. I'm like, cool. So I go to like talk to this guy that I'm like walking over to the little table, and the guy like, and then this other realtor comes out of nowhere. He's like, oh, this is my spot. I'm like, oh. I looked at him. I'm like, he was serious. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like, hey, let's go over here and talk. I like gave him the weirdo look. I'm like, it was funny because we're all wearing like they make us wear these like shirts. Like it was like a flamingo shirt, and it was like this green one. And it was super ugly, but I found a cool one on Amazon that's blue. So I'm like, that one I could actually probably wear.
Wait, were these all because you went up with Aura, right?
Yeah. Orlando Real Estate.
So were these all just different associations?
Yeah, so Florida has Miami, Pensacola, they have a Treasure Coast, whatever. So they have like all their own different like little like auras essentially, you know. Mm-hmm. And then some of them, and then like each one has their own global, and like some of them participate.
And Aura is Orlando Regional Realtor Association.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm actually part of the global committee, and so yeah, they all plan like this different things, and usually like they overlap, you know, and then we partner up, you know. But yeah, that guy was just a weirdo. Like I'm like, bro, you ain't getting any business, dog, with that attitude. Yeah. I'm like, you can have it, you know. I'm like, it's not that.
Come in this spot.
Yeah. And Pitbull was there, you know. It was crazy. I was looking for Wi-Fi. I was studying for my broker exam. I'm looking for Wi-Fi, but like, I'm like, oh, you gotta pay for it. I'm like, it's fine. How much does it cost? Because I'm like trying to jump on the Zoom, and then everyone's gone. They're like, oh, the person, I think went to go see Pitbull. I'm like, Pitbull's here.
I don't even know who Pitbull is.
Yeah. Mr. Worldwide, bro. Mr. 305, you know.
Yeah.
You don't know Mr. 305?
No, man.
You're loca, ven capa.
I'm sorry.
If you Google Pitbull, he comes up before the dog.
Maybe he can sponsor us at MortgageCon. Maybe we'll see Pitbull at MortgageCon, guys. You heard it here first.
He would be a great speaker.
He actually was. It was funny because he would talk about, he's Cuban, I believe. He'd talk about like growing up in Miami and like, you know, how like things are hard, and then like, and that's why he was, I gotta have a whole thing. I need to create a real, and then all of a sudden he'd jump into a song. He's like, bam, and then girls would start dancing and stuff. I'm like, this is awesome.
I don't know what it is, but
I didn't get it.
You should come up and be like, hey, you want to sponsor?
Cuban people are the most fascinating people to talk to. They have the best stories.
Bro, like, these women came out of nowhere. He's talking inspirational, and then all of a sudden smoking women start jumping on his stage. Bro, and it happened like, it was not like it just kept going on. Like then they'd get off the stage, and then he start talking again, and then boom, they come on stage again. I'm like, bro, this is hilarious. It was actually super entertaining. I'm like, Mr. 305, bro. Mr. 305. But
yeah, I would have known who he was after that.
Yeah. You kind of probably look like him if you put some sunglasses on. You know?
Really?
Yeah, and lost a little bit of weight. It's kind of not your big at all. He's
he's
guy. No, he's skinny. He's really skinny.
When I was more into like bodybuilding and I was fit and stuff, I used to trim my sideburns where they came to a point, and I looked a lot like The Rock.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, I do like
a white rock.
Eyebrow. No, I get really tan, bro.
Yeah, really?
I get
that one albino like rock you find on the floor,
dude. I get pretty dark, bro. I'm just never out in the sun.
No, I know. No, you're pretty tan. You're pretty tan, bro.
Yeah.
You're not tanner than me.
I think I'd get as dark as you.
I mean, I get way darker if I really wanted to.
You probably.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I honestly think everybody should be in the sun a lot more. I think that actually it's proven. The less sun we get, the more skin cancer.
Yeah, I heard that actually. It's like, I feel like there's like an equal, like there's like a, like I feel like some people are like excessively go into the sun way too much, you know, and then there's people like me. I don't really go in the sun at all. Like,
well, but why don't like black people have as much skin cancer and stuff, and they're like historically out in the sun way more.
It's funny. Anytime I go to the Dominican Republic, they always like, "Why are you so white?" You know, everyone thinks, I'm like, because I never go in the sun, bro. You know, like I never used to peel when I was younger, but now I peel. And I'm like, oh my god, your boy's a gringo. So
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly. It was funny. I actually heard something the other day, and the gringo, it actually comes from back in the day, like when the military would go like to these different countries and stuff, and they were wearing like green. So like green. It was green go, like go. They didn't want the military there. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what it was. So it's not necessarily white people.
That's interesting. Yeah. It probably is white people. We were invading it.
Yeah.
We were the invaders wearing the green coat.
It might have been some. It might have been some Germans. You know, could have been them too. You know.
Yeah.
Who knows? But we good here, guys?
What do you mean good? We're always good, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I think this was a good episode. We want to thank.
I think I want to do this more often, bro. You guys got a sponsor now? I feel like this is a good time to jump in on the coattails.
Yeah. We'll do this again.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one.